I was going to do a video on the new Samir album today, but not really, not really. So Wishy dropped. Also, about 5 singles dropped today. On a Friday, on album release day. I could have covered these Tuesday or Wednesday. We've got to stop this. We gotta get together. We gotta unite. We gotta protest. I'm with you, want a job. You just can't keep releasing these singles on Fridays. What in tarnation is this world coming to? For those that don't know, Wishy released one of my favourite albums of last year called 777. They remind me of one of my favourite bands of all time. They're what I'd call Smashing Pumpkins adjacent. That means that they've got soft vocals and they do those bendy guitar riffs. They're like bands that I love, like Silver Sun Pickups, Tripping Daisy, Hum, a bit of Nada Surf even. They've also got that sunny summer millennium sound, like Sugar Ray or something you'd hear on the soundtrack to one of those big summer comedy films. What happened to those, Hollywood? Alright, it's me, back again. Just want to draw your attention to this new EP by Wishy called Planet Popstar. Wishy doesn't want you to forget about them, so they've dropped this little EP to stay in the conversation, which is a good thing for people like me, because by the time March rolls around, I've stopped listening to last year's music. Here are some album leftovers and B-sides, like when Smashing Pumpkins released Pisces Iscariot after Siamese Dream. What's on the menu today, want a child? I'm afraid the kitchen's quite busy, so we've only got 6 tracks for you, running at 21 minutes. It's more of a lunch. If you haven't heard of Wishy before, they're a sort of alternative rock, shoegazy band from Indianapolis, America. Up first, we've got track 1, Fly. I wish I could think of all the Millennium songs that this is making me think of. Like when MTV changed from playing Lisa Loeb to playing Natalie Imbruglia, then playing Wheatus and the New Radicals all day long. I think less Michelle Branch, a bit more Sixpence None the Richer. Now, Wishy has 2 vocalists. This song seems to be mostly focused on Nina's vocals, repeating the lyric, but you say, count your blessings. It's a sort of mid-tempo? It's a sort of mid-tempo, jangly acoustic sort of number. It's got that sort of easy, jangly, acoustic sort of mid-tempo. It's like the sort of song where you'd think it probably uses 3 chords, but it sounds like it's actually using 8 or 10. And then we come crashing in with track 2, Planet Popstar, the title track. This is the loudest, grungiest song on the EP, and I'm a sucker for palm mutes. I wish there was another song like this on the EP. Kevin mostly sings this one. His voice is drenched in that shoegazy distortion like it was on the album. I love the lyric, "You're the star in my dreams tonight. Call me up when you're planetside." Then we have track 3, Over and Over. I love this track. I've played it over and over and over again since it dropped. One of my favourite singles of the bunch. Mentioned it in last month's Music You Might Have Missed video. I also really like the lyric, "I wanted to wake and find gold in my house. It must have run through my mind over 100 times. Then I learned to be satisfied living without it." It's a very acoustic-led track, very jangly still. Has got a very catchy riff. It's good stuff. Sorry, still haven't got over my disease. Track 4, Chaser. This one is the most different on the album. It's upbeat, kind of funky, forward drum beat. I do like it though, but I can see why it wasn't put on the album. It even has a sort of video killed the radio star sort of voice effect on it. Nina's vocals are lovely though. And then we've got track 5, Portal. Another track Kevin mostly sings. There's some really super dreamy, lovely sort of backing vocal vibes at the end of this. Perfect for this weather and sunshine. And it also glides perfectly into the next track, which is track 6, Slide. Obviously, because these are kind of leftovers from the album and B-sides, it does feel like they couldn't figure out what else to add to this track. So it just kind of vibes out, really. Perfect as the outro for the EP. And that's sadly it. A short, very sweet EP and a short, sweet video. I like some of the songs here so much, though, that if I was put in the order of the album, I probably would have added a few of these and swapped them all around. But if you're in your late 30s, early 40s, and you miss that MTV Millennium sound, you won't find it better done than by Wishy. You need to be checking these guys out. I've got all of my eyes on this band. I think they've got what it takes, and if they spend the right amount of time and in a nice, good studio with a top producer for their next album, I think they'll make a classic. So check them out. It's my EP of the week. Back to albums next week, hopefully. Sorry. Well, you thought I was going to end the video there and not give you a piece. A piece.